All right, let's retry this again. See if the live cam is working. This is my first live cam. So, wow, man, this was intense. This was intense, man. It was pretty intense. Hold on one second. I want to check something. Alright, I think we're good. Hopefully this is live. I'm telling you, man, I was on the edge of my seat. I don't know about you guys, but the last 2 minutes of this game was flipping and crazy. We're going to be talking about it today. Let's just start with, man, I don't even know where to start, man. I'm excited. This was I mean, it wasn't gonna. I knew it wasn't gonna be a blowout, but I knew it was gonna be close, and I didn't think it was gonna be this close. But we're gonna be recapping on the game today. The final score was let's bring this up here, 39-35, and I'll explain why it was 39-35. But let's look at the game leaders here. Matthew Stafford had 31 passes out of 39, 340 yards, 3 touchdowns. Andrew Luck, 31 over 47, 385 yards, 4 touchdowns. Obviously, Andrew Luck beat him in the game leaders, but that don't matter. Whoever wins the game, that's what matters. Rushing yards, the rushing yard game leader was a duel, but Riddick did play. He ended up getting out of the game with injury of probably a concussion, I believe. But he, since Riddick had to get out of the game, they put Amir Abdul in, and he's the one that made the game leader chart with 12 carries and 63 yards. And then receiving yards, Marvin Jones was the game leader, 4 receptions, 85 yards. Frank Gore for Indianapolis, 14 carries, 59 yards, and I guess his last name Dorsett, 4 receptions, 94 yards. So we scored. The first half was amazing for the Lions. We scored 21 points in the first half. We scored 7 points in the first, 14 in the second. And I kind of figured we're going to be going into halftime and then coming out of halftime, probably letting some points up. And we did. And I was kind of a little worried. And that's why we were in the situation that we were in at the last part of the game. Then third quarter 7 and then fourth quarter 11. Let's get into the first quarter here. Riddick touchdown, that's a 7. Washington, second quarter, 14. Another touchdown, 21. So that was the first half. First half. Let's see if I can get in here. Let's see here. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully this live's working. This is my first live video. The other video I put up, not the test cam, but the other one, that one was not working, so I think I got this one working, hopefully. Let's see here. Riddick had 7 carries and 45 yards and 1 touchdown. That was after he was out of the game with the possible concussion. But if I'm not mistaken, I think he came back into the game because I think Amir Abdul actually had an injury, and they pulled him out and put Riddick back in. I don't know if that was after they said he had a concussion. I don't know what's going on with that. We'll have to take a deeper look into that after a couple days go by. Let's go into the receiving end. Marvin Jones, full receiving, 85 yards, 0 touchdowns. Marvin Jones, I think he did pretty well first game. Riddick, like I said, if he would stayed in the whole game without the injury, I think he would have been got at least possibly 100 yards, close to 100, because he already had 63 yards. And then Amir Abdul came in for him, got him 5 receptions, 57. Eric Ebron was another one that showed me some faith in him. 5 receptions, 46 yards, 1 touchdown. So that was good. Anquan Bolden, 3 yards, and then 3 receptions, 35 yards. Golden Tate, 7 receptions, 41 yards. Like I said, they were throwing, and it was just like the television when I was watching the game. They were saying that they were, without Calvin Johnson, they're throwing the ball everywhere. I told you guys, it don't matter if we have Calvin Johnson or not, they're still going to be throwing to these good receivers that we got. We got Marvin Jones, Golden Tate, Anquan Bolden, and then we got some rookies down here that could possibly be a breakout star in the next couple years. For the team total, we had 31 receptions, 340 yards total, 3 touchdowns, longest 32, and altogether target-wise 37. Marvin Jones was the top number 1 of targets at 10 targets. We had no fumbles, which was good. The defense really stepped up their game this time, and I hope they keep playing like they are. We had, I think, 2 sacks. I think it was about 2 sacks. Yep, 2 sacks. Which was from Kerry Hyder. Is that how, I think that's how you pronounce your name or last name, Hyder. Nagata did pretty good. Levy did good. All these guys did good. Slay. Like I said, if we can get to the quarterback and then pressure them, man, we're gonna do good. So no interceptions. Kick returns. Longest was 22, but no touchdowns with that. Let's talk about the kicking. So I gotta give credit to Matt Parcher. He was he was the game winner of this game. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. You really don't want to come down to that situation to where you got to kick a field goal to win the game. But I'm going to go through and talk about how we got to that point and why is the reason why we had to kick a field goal to win this game. So it was about 4th quarter. Let me bring up the box score here. Let's see here. No, it's not one. Maybe play-by-play, possibly. No. Hang on, just a second. I gotta get this. I think it's play-by-play, scoring plays. So this started in the 4th quarter when we started giving points away. It was between the end of the 3rd quarter going into the 4th. So what happened was we were 4 minutes left of the game. We had the ball. Riddick had a pass from Matthew Stafford, or Stafford passed a pass to Riddick for 13 yards. Ended up as a touchdown. So the score was 34-28 at the time without the field goal. When we went to go kick the field goal, we missed the field goal. So the score still stayed at 34-28. So with that, obviously that's only a 6-point deficit and instead of a 7-point deficit. So I was a little worried because, the Colts were on a comeback to win this game. And I knew if they were going to score a touchdown and kick a field goal, it was pretty much going to be game because they were going to run the clock down and they were going to win by 1. So what ended up happening is after we missed that field goal, we ended up kicking it to them. Colts came down the field. They're coming down to their touchdown area. They're rolling down there. And they ended up making a touchdown. For Andrew Luck pass for 6 yards. Then they got an extra point. So that the score was 35-34. Just like I told you. That was what I was worried about. Anyways, after the field goal of Indianapolis Colts, it was 37 seconds left. We still had 3 timeouts left. We had plenty of timeouts left. I was kind of a little worried and not, because we still had 3 timeouts left. We can still run to the sideline and stop the clock, you know. And Matt Prater, no matter if he missed it from whatever the touchdown field goal is, he still has a huge leg, man. He can hit a 65-yard field goal. So I wasn't really that much worried, but I still had a little worry on my side that, you know, maybe we're not going to win this game. So what ended up happening, we get the ball back with 37 seconds left. We call a timeout. We pass it again. And we're flying down the field. I think it was about the 40-yard line when we finally called the last timeout. I can't remember. It was 43. We ended up going 8 seconds left. And Matt Prater kicked a 43-yard field goal to win the game. Ain't that awesome? That is awesome, man. And then you're probably thinking, well, 34 plus 3 is 37. Okay? But why is the final score 39-35? I'll explain that here in a minute. When we hit that game-winning field goal with 8 seconds left, they had 4 seconds left on the clock. Okay? We ended up kicking it to him. Andrew Luck hiked it, he passes somebody, and we're getting ready to tackle him. What they do? They forward lateral. And I am not kidding you guys, it was at least 10 forward laterals. It was lateral after lateral. There were so many laterals that it was going back into the end zone. Finally, they ended up stopped juggling it around, and it finally hit the ground, so it was an incomplete pass. That was the game final. But there was a flag. And that's where here it comes in as the final score 39-35. They were saying that you cannot pass a forward lateral in the end zone. So that will be a safety and then gives 2 points, 39-35. So I have to give credit to Matt Prater. No matter if you missed that field goal from whatever the 20 yards, whatever the field goal range is for after a touchdown, and then he comes up and makes a 43-yard and takes it and wins the game for us. That was awesome. Like I said, this game was so intense. I was the edge of my seat. What can I expect the next couple weeks? I expect to kick some ass. I think these next 2 games, I hope we win the next 2 games. If not, we might lose at Green Bay. I don't want that to happen, but I think that's gonna happen. But if I had to take a guess, the next 4 games, or after 4 games, I think we can go 3-1, and that one loss might be against Green Bay. Next opponent we have Tennessee, and then we have Green Bay week 3. So yeah, man. Matthew Stafford, man, he did a fantastic job on throwing the ball deep in the end zone, throwing at targets. It was awesome. Like I said, if you guys got any questions, throw them at the bottom if you can. That'd be great. Like I said, I'm gonna try to be on here for a while. See how well this works out. But we're gonna go through some games here. There was a lot of upsets of these games, quite a bit of upsets. there was quite a bit of upsets. So let's see here. Obviously, the Panthers lost Thursday night. That was that was by 1 point. First, before we start getting into the other games, let's talk about our division real quick. Obviously, let's start from the bottom where the standings are. I believe. Let me check the standings real quick. If I can pull this up. What did you guys think about that game? That was fucking intense. All right, let's see here. Let's start at the bottom of the division, where Chicago's 0-1. Kind of seen that coming. Chicago lost today. Wasn't surprised. I will be honest with you, they did it pretty good in the first half. They came out of the gate. They were actually winning at first. I thought they were going to pull the win off. But obviously, Chicago's Chicago. Jay Cutler's Jay Cutler. I think Jay Cutler got 5 or 6 sacks in that game. So I expect to see Chicago in the bottom of the division anyways. Third in the division right now, Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota played okay. I think they were losing at one point. If I'm not mistaken, I think they were losing at one point. I think they were. And then ended up coming back and winning the game. Because Sean Hill was playing instead of Sam Bradford. Then second in the division, we got Green Bay. Let me tell you something. I thought Green Bay was going to lose today. I really thought. They let Green Bay... let me check the scores again. Green Bay only won by, I believe, 4 points. By 4 points. That's unusual for Green Bay. The final score was 27-23. I really thought there was 1 point in the game to where the Jaguars actually took the lead. And I thought Packers were going to lose the first game. And, if they lose against them, there's something wrong. And then, Lions are first in the division after one crazy game, one hell of a game, one intense game. And, like I said, it was back and forth. If I had to take one team out of the division and give them the performance game of the week, I have to give it to the Lions. It was probably a toss-up between Green Bay and the Lions just because Green Bay was holding Jacksonville back. But Lions, just the way the game ended, I had to give them the performance of the week. It's just the way the game ended. It was crazy. It was... I don't know. I like seeing close games, but like I said, I was biting my nails, man. I was like, you better make that field goal, man. You better make that. Let's talk about some of the games that were played today that really was upset. Let's see here. Let's talk about the Buccaneers and Falcons game. Buccaneers ended up winning 31-24. And I believe on my prediction, I had... who did I have? I had the Falcons winning that game. That's a loss. I don't know what's going on there in Atlanta. Let's see what else we got here. Another one that really was... I don't know if it was really upset. I think it is. I don't know about ESPN and NFL because they were saying the Raiders were going to do good. They said the Raiders were going to do fantastic. Well, I don't know. They might be right because they ended up beating the Saints 35-34. Another one that caught my mind, and I watched this game, was the Chargers against the Chiefs. The Chargers, man, they were blowing out the Chiefs. At one point, I think it was 21 or 24-3. And the Chiefs ended up coming back in OT and winning that game. That was thing. Another one that caught my attention. I don't know what's going on with the Seahawks, but I am playing a loser pool game, and I picked the Miami to lose. And this was a close game, and Miami was playing Seahawks. They had the Seahawks winning by a huge margin. The final score was 12-10 Seahawks. So I don't know what's going on with the Seahawks in this team. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with them. I was expecting at least a touchdown score, maybe more. But they ended up winning by 2 points. So another game that's coming on tonight, which I'm looking forward to, which actually is getting ready to play right now, is Patriots and Cardinals game. I picked the Cardinals to win that game. So then you got the 2 Monday night games. So man, first game of the season for the Lions, and we won. That's freaking awesome, man. What can I expect? I hope I can expect a good year. This game really got me some good faith. Like I said, it was awesome. I don't know, what's your guys' thoughts? Like I said, leave them in the comments below. But anyways, this is the, I just wanted to test out the live cam, see how it was going. Hopefully I try to get more live videos out. Like I said, this was a good game, and I hope I can see a little bit more of the Lions. I will come out with a week 2 prediction probably Tuesday morning, probably. I'll be posting it Tuesday morning. Like I said, if you guys haven't seen the first one, put it in the, or look at the videos. I got Man Beast Morris. If you haven't checked him out, if you're a Lions fan, check his YouTube channel out. He does Lions reviews, does live video. He's going to be playing in my pick'em predictions, so I'll have his name up on the screen in a couple days on the next video coming out for week 2 to see who's got the best record. But I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Lions fans, you guys all should be excited after this win. Enjoy it now, because you know we should win game 2. We should win game 2, but I say enjoy it now, because when week 3 rolls around, it's going to be a little bit tougher. I don't know. It might be a little bit tougher just because, Green Bay Packers have all their receivers back, but it might be different, because look at what the Green Bay Packers was doing today. They were letting points go like crazy, and that's not like them. And I don't like saying that because I'm not a Packers fan. Obviously, I'm a Lions fan, so I don't know. I'm excited. Hope you're excited, and thanks for watching. And this is the Detroit Lions at Indianapolis Colts review. And I can say we won, and we're 1-0. Thanks for watching.